Yeah.
All right, 9 o'clock class. I wanted to give you the results of the belief quiz, and this is actually going to correspond to the 4 terms dealing with ideology from the study guide. One of them is liberal, one of them is conservative, one of them is libertarian, and one is populist. And what I've done up here is I've actually got together kind of a geographic plane. Maybe a geometric plane is a better way of saying it. So basically, if you look at this, this horizontal line is actually what is known as the wallet line. And then the vertical line is actually going to be what is known as the bedroom line. And this is kind of exactly what you would think it would be. There is positive, positive, there's negative, and then there's negative over here. Maybe I'll raise that up just a little bit. There's negative over here. Now the idea on this basically is this. If you scored to the right of this vertical line, so that you're on the wallet line now, you believe that government should get involved in wallet or economic issues, government regulation. If, on the other hand, you scored on the left of this line, then in fact you believe that government should stay out of wallet or economic issues. If you scored above this horizontal line, this in fact means that you believe that government should regulate bedroom or moral issues. So government should get involved in people's personal business. And then in fact, if you scored below this horizontal line, you in fact believe that government should stay out of it. Now the trick, and really the key piece to this ideology quiz, is the idea that if you know how a person thinks how much government should regulate economic issues, and how much government should regulate moral or bedroom issues, then in fact you can, with a reasonable amount of certainty, predict what their political beliefs are going to be. Now, without further ado, let me zoom in on a couple of these boxes. And I'm going to start down here in this bottom left-hand quadrant. And you'll notice this is a minus, minus. So this is actually the quadrant where government should not regulate wallet issues. And this is the quadrant where government, in fact, should not regulate bedroom or moral issues. If you believe that government should have a very limited role, you, in fact, are what is known as a libertarian. Libertarians believe that the government that governs best is going to be the government, in fact, that governs least. Libertarians are going to believe that government should stay out of wallet or economic issues, meaning that the economy should actually fix itself. The economy is going to make better decisions for the markets than, in fact, government or people will. When you think about it, if it deals with environmental regulations, libertarians are typically going to say government should stay out. If it deals with things like minimum wage, for example, government should probably stay out of these kinds of things. If somebody wants to open a strip club across the street from your house, government should stay out. When it comes to taxes, same kind of thing. Government should stay out in terms of redistribution, and if you are able to earn your money, then you should be able to keep it predominantly. And they're going to believe that people spend their money better than government can spend it for them. When it comes to moral issues, what you're going to notice up here is that government should stay out of moral issues as well. In other words, they're basically saying abortion, government shouldn't have a role. School prayer, government shouldn't mandate anything. When it comes to gay marriage, that's an individual decision. That is not something, in fact, that government should be involved in. So when you put this into context, government should stay out of these. Now, if you'll notice up here, and I didn't mention this before, but the center of the board is still actually right up here at the top. And the closer that you are to the center, the more moderate your beliefs are. Nadia, you'll notice up here, on 5 of the 9 questions, you said government should not regulate wallet issues. And on 5 of the 9 issues, you said that government should actually not regulate moral issues. You are a very moderate libertarian. There are some things that you believe government should regulate, but more often than not, you're saying government should stay out of both economic and moral issues, but not all the way out. You'll notice up here, Charles. Charles, on 5 of the 9, you believe that government should stay out of the wallet, so you, like Nadia, are very moderate in terms of economic issues. However, if you notice down here on 6 of the 9, you actually said that government should stay out of moral issues. So you're not as moderate on social issues, but in fact you believe more in independence. You believe more in the individual to make their decisions. And then if you notice Spencer down here, all three of you are on this exact same line dealing with the wallet issues. But Spencer, you are actually 8 out of 9. 8 out of the 9 questions, you said government should stay out of social issues. So you are actually a very, very strong libertarian. Remember, for exam purposes, libertarians believe that government should stay out of wallet issues or economic issues, and they believe that government should stay out of bedroom or moral issues, which is going to take us to this second category. I'm just going to go along the bottom and just zoom in on this right-hand side, and you'll notice up here, this is actually going to be a plus minus. These folks are going to believe that government should regulate the actual wallet issues. And in fact, they're going to believe that government, like the libertarians, should stay out of moral issues. You folks are actually what are known as my liberals. Liberals. And there's a healthy dose of liberals in the Montgomery County area. Now on this, as far as regulation is concerned, liberals are going to believe that government should regulate wallet or economic issues. Liberals are going to believe a little bit more typically that government can make better decisions oftentimes than the people can make for themselves. Liberals are going to believe that in fact if people need social services, that in fact everybody should chip in and pay, even if the folks that need them are unable to pay. Liberals are going to believe in fact that everybody should not be taxed the same percentage, but if you earn a little bit more, then in fact you should pay just a little bit more too. So keep that in mind. The bedroom issues are going to be exactly the same. And for the bedroom issues, basically what we're talking about here is this notion that, again, government should stay out of these bedroom or moral types of issues. You'll notice a lot of the class. Brendan, Carlos, Faith, Shafi, Leon, Kevin, Isaiah, and Joseph, all of you scored as liberals. Now you'll notice down here, Carlos, you were actually very much the same as Spencer was. On 8 of the 9 questions, you said government should stay out of moral issues. However, on 5 of the 9, you said that government should regulate. So, Father Carlos, you are in fact a very strong liberal on social issues, but in fact you're very, very moderate on economic ones. 5 times you said government should regulate, and 4 times you said not. You'll notice Kevin, Joseph, and Isaiah, on 1, 2, 3, 6 of the 9 questions, y'all said that government should regulate economics, whereas on 6 of the 9 questions, y'all said that government should stay out of moral issues. Y'all are good, solid liberals. And you'll notice up here, when people score on the same line, they have the exact same mindset on one of the issues. So Faith, Shafi, Kevin, Isaiah, and Joseph, all of y'all agreed on wallet, how much government should regulate. However, you'll notice up here that Kevin, Isaiah, and Joseph are much more empowering in terms of moral issues, whereas Faith and Shafi are much more moderate. They, in fact, are going to believe that there are certain things that government should regulate, not as much independence. And then you'll notice Leon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good God, Leon, I don't believe that you answered all the questions, but on 7 of the 8 that you did, no, I'm sorry, 7 of the 9, you did answer them all, you believe that government should redistribute. And I want you to think about this. Redistribution is basically saying that you kind of Robin Hood things. You take from the rich, you give to the poor. Those, you don't want too many people that have, or too few people that have too much. You don't want too many people to have too little, but you kind of want to get it just right, or have more and more people towards that middle class or group. Leon, it appears that you believe very strongly in government regulation of economics. Again, for exam purposes, the liberals are going to believe that government should regulate economic issues but stay out of moral issues. And let me stress one thing to you. Because liberals and libertarians actually share this common side down here, both of them are going to believe that government should stay out of morals. The difference is that libertarians believe government should stay out of economics, and liberals believe that government should regulate it. I'm going to come back in just a second and give you the other 2 quadrants.